Hi everyone, Vanessa here with Viva Artistry. Today I'm gonna show you another little trick you can do with your digital stamps to make them more interesting. If you've seen our first tutorial, I have showed you an easy way to color your digital stamps, and today I'll be showing you how to turn them into a worn, distressed type of sticker element. What I have here is my stamp already colored, so that's what I would like you to work with. This one is from our newest set, Giraffes, and I want you to go ahead and once you opened your stamp, copy that layer and set it to invisible. We're doing this because we're going to be erasing parts of this stamp, and I just want to make sure that you have a intact copy in case we make a mistake and have to start it all over. So once you've done that, also create a new layer, and that will be our background. So go ahead and name it background. And I'm just doing this and fill it with a dark color. I'm just doing this so we can see better what we're working with. Now we're going to create our paper backing for that stamp. And I want you to double click on the layer and open your layer style window, and you're going to hit stroke. And you can make this backing as big or as small as you would like. I'm gonna play here with a setting of 20 pixels, and I think that's a pretty good size for my sticker backing. And I'm gonna change the color to a off-white. I like to work on the grayish area when I'm doing digital elements, because I find that the pure white is a little bit hard to work with when you want to distress it or add any interest to it. So go ahead and choose an off-white there and click OK. So as you can see, with our dark background there, we have that little backing edge on our stamp, and it's starting to look like a sticker. Now we want it to look like a distressed type of sticker. So I want you to click on your layer and right click, just so you come on your effects there, oops, and I want you to right click on it, and you're gonna choose create layer. So when you create that layer, you are separating the stroke from the stamp. If you turn that stamp invisible, you'll see that you just have your stroke left, and that will be your backing. So go ahead and name that back paper or something similar so you know what it is. And what we're gonna do now, I have here on another window already opened a really nice texture, distressed, and I have taken this texture from Lost and Taken, and I just love Caleb's textures. I have given you the link to his blog, and you can go and search and look for what you like. I've chosen one that is a plain paper yet has some distress to it. I have also made it a little bit lighter than the original, and I desaturated it a little bit to make it the coloring I wanted. But this is completely optional as far as what colors and whatnot. We're gonna go ahead and drag this texture onto our main document here, and we're gonna place it right above the back paper layer. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and clip it to that. You can do that by hitting Control Alt G or Command Alt G for Mac users. Once you have that layer clipped to your back paper, you will see that now we have a backing that has some texture and some distress to it. You can move it around whichever way you think is going to look best. This is probably just right. Okay. Alright, so our backing is already a bit distressed, and we're going to do the same with our stamp. I have given you on our blog a set of free brushes that I created that I like to work with for distressing elements, and just go ahead, and if you upload those to Photoshop, just go ahead on and hit eraser and choose one of those brushes. I'm choosing here the bigger one, or the one that has the most amount of distress, and I'm gonna set my opacity for my eraser to about 30. So this is just gonna give me a little bit of use but not completely erase my stamp. Go ahead and do that, and we're gonna hit it just once, and as you can see, it's already starting to create that little distress in certain areas. Now I'm gonna choose my smaller brush, the one with less details here, and I'm gonna increase the opacity of my eraser to about 90. Now I'm gonna be careful where my distress is, so I don't completely erase the eye of my giraffe, for example, or the nose or something like that. I want that bigger distress to be on mainly the edges of my stamp. So about here should be good, because that will give me some nice distress on the neck and on the body, but not really on the giraffe's face. So go ahead and erase that area. So now you can see that we have a lot more distress on our stamp, and I'm gonna go ahead and do just a little bit here on the face, just to. Alright, so now our little sticker there is looking like it's been through a little bit more. It's a little bit more used, and I want you to keep on doing it and erasing parts in different opacities as much as you would like. Once you are happy with it, go ahead and set your blending mode to multiply, and that will give the texture of our paper. We'll add that onto our stamp and make it more one piece. And the reason I'm doing a multiply is because our backing is very light, so that won't really interfere too much with the coloring of our digital stamp. You might have, if you have a darker backing, if you choose to do a darker backing or something like that, you might want to play around with different blending modes until you're happy. Now, the final touch to this would be to give our paper backing there a little bit of an edge, because no paper is 100% flat, right? So we're going to click on our back paper layer. Just go ahead and double click, and we're gonna add a little bevel to it. Now I like the bevel on my paper usually to be deep but small. So I'm gonna choose a 2 there and a depth of about 141. And I'm gonna change my shadow mode to linear burn and lightened it, because although it looks pretty good on the dark background, if we put on a light background, you will see that bevel is a little bit too dark. There we go, and we're gonna soften it just a little bit, like about 1. And we click OK. And there you have made a little sticker out of our digital stamp. You can use this for a card, to make a card, or add to your layouts, or even since this is a CU stamp, you can of course use it to make elements for your kits. I want you to notice that once we put on a light background, let's choose a light background. You can still see that little bevel on our sticker. And this is it for today. Thank you very much for looking. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me or V, and we would love to answer your questions. Thank you.